Alright guys, in this video I'm going to come at you as a husband and a father. Those are the two important keynotes in this video. Stay tuned, I'm about to go deep.
I've been dreaming for too long. I've been dreaming.
The biggest reason I started this channel was actually because my wife ended up leaving me. She really went through some hard stuff and is probably currently going through some hard stuff. And it's just kind of how it played out. It's not how I wanted it to, but that's just how it happened. So I've had other channels in the past that I haven't really followed through with, and for some reason though, this separation has really got me to dive in to personal development. A little background though is I've always been into personal development and self-help. I am one of those video junkies. I don't even watch TV. It's basically self-help stuff if I watch TV at all. I don't watch that much TV. But I have been interested in it for many years, and I have, studied on it and reflected on a lot of its teachings. But honestly, the main reason I'm doing this video doesn't have to do with the separation at all. I just wanted to throw that out there as one of the deciding and motivating factors to me making this channel. But the biggest thing I want to take home is legacy, your legacy. Now, the problem that a lot of us have, I believe, including myself, I'm 34 years old, I've made it this far in my life, and honestly, other than having a wife and having kids and some of the minor successes that I've had in life, I feel like I'm at a really plateau. Plateau would be a perfect word for it. And what it does is it makes me think about the legacy that I am going to pass on to my kids. Currently, I'm having to make a really big decision when it comes to one of my kids, and it made me think, depending on how I respond, without getting into detail because it is private, is it going to affect my legacy to my kids? Is it going to be one of those things that they're going to see how hard their old man worked? Are they going to be able to see success? Am I going to be able to give them that image to shoot for, aim for? When it comes to kids, I think there's a certain maturity level that needs to be met to where our kids are better off than we are. And sometimes I think that's overlooked, and that's sad. I know personally that compared to my parents, I just recently am in more contact with my father, and my mother passed away last year. I feel like I'm in a better place than they were, especially with my environment and having a place for my kids to be. But am I going to pass that on to my children? Am I going to be able to teach them the mindset to be successful in this life? It's a really big concern of mine as a parent. So in a way, personal development is really a way to set up your children for success. A lot of people, I don't know how a lot of people view the selfishness around self-improvement, self-help, personal development, but some people might think that it's kind of a really selfish act to just focus on yourself so much. But the way I see it, just like with my marriage and just like with my kids, if I work on me, focus on me, find my true passion, find and change my mindset, figure out what my mindset's been this last 25 years, see where I can switch my mindset into success, abundance. This isn't some law of attraction stuff, but try to figure out my way of thinking before and try to change my thinking to really build a legacy. So for me, it's this YouTube channel, it's my body space, it's really a lot of it's what I do on a daily living, but also it's a way to show my kids will be able to be 25 years old and look back on these videos and go, wow, this was my dad, this is how much he came from the beginning to where he's at now. This isn't even just for you guys, this is for my children. This is one of those things that I feel like I have to do, and that's how come I know that I found my calling. So basically the gist of this video is to put an idea in your head if you have kids or you're in a marriage or you're in a relationship with somebody. By doing personal development and taking a look at your own actions, the way you behave, your mindset and all that stuff is what's going to build on your marriage. It's what's going to build with your relationship with your kids, and ultimately they're going to learn what you do on the daily. It's when you're alone with them, it's when you're in the living room watching TV or playing in the backyard or doing all these things that your kids are going to understand. It's when you go and work 12-hour shifts and you bust your ass to provide for your family. They're going to learn that. If you have a son and you're a man, and that's not a sexist thing. If you're a woman and you're busting your ass too, your kids are going to learn that. And if you don't, they're going to learn the opposite. Okay? I see so many parents out there that they go through this life thinking that they're teaching their kids the best things, but in reality, they're teaching them horrible, horrible habits. And yes, on the surface, they might seem like great parents, and they might do special things with their kids, and they might, they in their minds that they're excellent parents, and I'm not discounting that. They're probably great if they're providing a roof over their head and food in their stomachs, and they're doing the best they can. That is great. But what I'm talking about is the personal development way, the way that we try to make relationships a skill. Relationship skills, not just with your kids, but ultimately through all this you will be able to carry this on with anybody you meet, even a stranger at the grocery store, or tonight I was in the gym and I talked to this couple that were in their 60s that were from Australia. For some reason I asked them, I started talking to them, I said, hey, how old are you guys? You're in great shape. I can't believe it. It's awesome. And the old me would have never done that. For a moment, I got to sit and talk to somebody for 15 minutes from Australia, and the craziest part was they didn't even talk about Australia. They talked about living here in town and being and visiting this beautiful place that I live in. And it was just a moment to reflect that relationships are what really matters. It's your legacy, is the people that are around you in your life today. People who you potentially have contact with. That's what's important. Whether it's a coworker, a stranger, your wife, your kids, we gotta focus on these other people. Personal development, yes, is all about inward thinking and discovering who you are and what you're passionate about and what skills you need to be successful, and different things you can do on the micro that adds up into the macro. But when it all comes down to it, you cannot have success without other people. Now, to create that legacy, you have to do and research and watch videos like these to really understand, and not only watch and listen, but take some of these things into practice. Do it. If you want the life of it's legendary. Tom Billy says, be legendary at the end of all of his videos, and he means it. Be legendary, guys. Sorry, Tom, didn't mean to take that from you. But the truth is, it's real. You can do it. I am so sick and tired of seeing people not living up to their fullest potential. It makes me look at myself and go, am I living up to my fullest potential? Am I reading? Am I educating myself? Am I financially stable? Am I working as hard as I should? Do I have the body that I want? Do I have the emotions in check? Do I have love in my heart? That's what it's about. I hope in this video you guys can feel my passion. I hope you guys can understand that the reason I do this stuff is for you guys. It's for my kids. It's for my wife. Even though she left me, I'm doing this for her. I'm doing this because I love the people around me. I love you guys, even if you're listening. I'm there for you, and there's a way to reach out to me. On another note, that's why I'm doing these channels. The internet is so powerful right now. It's the most powerful it's ever been, and the direction it's going is amazing. So all the platforms that I go on, LinkedIn, Body Space, YouTube, Instagram, this is what I do. I want to leave my footprint here and become something extraordinary, and I think that you guys can do it too. So until next time, guys, I know this was a little deep, but take my words to heart and realize that I'm doing this out of pure passion. So until next time, guys, take care, do the right thing, and be safe.
I've been dreaming.